conclusion of round 1, an equal number of Autobots and Decepticons were eliminated. We said goodbye to 4 from each faction. The overall score is still pretty close, as the Decepticons hold a 14-point lead, while the leader of the tournament is Blitzwing, who put up a very impressive 4-3 points in the final group race. For round 2, we will continue to pair up 2 Autobots and 2 Decepticons. Teletran has been kind enough to set up the groupings, as the top 16 racers are of equal representation. The first group of round 2 will consist of Cliffjumper and Getaway for the Autobots, and Knockout with Shatter for the Decepticons.
It looks like the number 2 seed for the Autobots and the Headmaster with his meat stick companion. Come on, man. Will take on a brutally beautiful triple changer and a bot that shared a back and forth opening round with a teammate setting the gauntlet down for his opponents. We've got a race for you today, and if you've seen the movies, you'll know why Cliffjumper may have some beef with Shatter. How's it gonna play out? Cliffjumper is on the inside and Shatter's on the outside. Round 2 is underway! It looks like there's been a change in tactics from the Autobots. Getaway looks like he's trying to run interference on Knockout and Shatter to allow Cliffjumper a clear run at the bottom half of the course. What happens is the complete opposite, as Getaway and Shatter go into the berm, and Cliffjumper unexpectedly jumps right in front of them, flipping over, allowing Knockout to get across the line for another 11 points for the Decepticons' overall score. Getaway and Cliffjumper might want to get onto the same page for the next race.
Get your stinking, oil-dripping pan off of my paint.
The racers have been separated and brought back up to the top of the hill for race 2. Shatter's on the inside, Knockout's on the outside, and the Autobots are in the middle. Race 2 is underway! The Autobots may have just got their act together after round 1, however they do get squished in between Shatter and Knockout just before the jump. Getaway breaks away from the pack getting to the jump first, but then he puts himself into the guardrail just before the finish line, allowing Cliffjumper to take the win and the extra point. Getaway is able to get himself across the line to at least score 10, but it's nullified by the fact that Knockout and Shatter both come across the line for 10 points as well. With all the racers making it across the line, the gap between the Autobots and Decepticons remain. Oh, and it looks like Shatter's playing a little bit of those Cybertronian mind tricks on Cliffjumper in the finish line. After the officials give a warning to Shatter about intimidation tactics, we go back up to the top of the hill. Knockout is on the inside, Getaway's on the outside, and race 3 is now underway! Ooh, and it looks like Getaway did not like what happened after race 2. He tries to go right after Shatter. Unfortunately, Cliffjumper's in the way. Cliffjumper puts the brakes on, allowing Getaway to come across and just absolutely take Shatter out, who runs into Knockout. Looks like Getaway's trying to push Shatter over the edge of the cliff, but Cliffjumper is getting himself across the line to take maximum points away from race 3. It looks like the personal sacrifice of Getaway is going to allow Cliffjumper to make the next round, while he may not.
Consider this my final warning to you. I will run you off the track and into the shark tank pool.
I don't know if the Sharktacons are still full from eating that Autobot the other day, but we've got our race 4 coming up. Getaway on the inside and Cliffjumper on the outside. This last race is now underway! And what a final race it was! It looks like the Decepticons may have been rattled by Getaway's threat, as they do not look composed coming down the top half of the course. In fact, they hit the jump, and Shatter digs her wheels into the snow, rolls it in front of Knockout, and they both end up crashing out, ending their runs. Getaway is the one that comes across the line first, as he makes no mistake. Cliffjumper comes in for 10, and Shatter and Knockout, unfortunately, are done at the 6 and 7 lines.
Dude, what did you say to Shatter?
I may have mentioned something about Sharktacons.
With that performance by Cliffjumper and support from Getaway, the Autobots are right back in the hunt. They pull even with the Decepticons on combined points. Knockout maintains a strong position for the Decepticons, but it's Cliffjumper who now leads the tournament and exacts a little revenge on Shatter. If the first group was any indication of what to expect, this next group should get the crowd on their feet. Teletran has selected Decepticons Barricade and Blackjack to take on Optimus Prime and Jazz. It's the 3rd and 7th seed for the Autobots, going against the 2nd and 6th seed for the Decepticons.
The Matrix holder himself, Optimus Prime, and his first lieutenant in that powerful Porsche persona will battle it out against the leader of the sports car minicons in his evil black and purple coloring and his equally terrifying authoritarian interrogator companion. The Decepticons are on the inside and the Autobots are on the outside. I hope you were able to get a squawk darn steak and fill up on your energon, because race 2 of this run is underway! The Achilles heel of Optimus Prime is, in fact, how easily he is jackknifed as he comes down the top half of the course. Blackjack times it perfectly as he hits Jazz right into that gap between Optimus Prime cab and trailer. I have no indication as to why Barricade decided that he wanted to get in on the action, but Blackjack is able to break away from the melee and get himself across the line to add another 11 points to the Decepticons' overall score. Meanwhile, Jazz, Optimus, and Barricade are twisted together at the 5 line. Barricade might want to think twice about throwing himself into the mix again, especially if he wants to keep up with Knockout. The track crews really got their work set out for them today as they've separated the competitors once more. We've got Optimus Prime on the inside and Jazz on the outside, and this next race is now underway! Wow, and what a race it was as Optimus Prime and Barricade both come together and absolutely dominate the top half and bottom half of this course. But as everyone was focused on Optimus Prime and Barricade, you might wonder what happened to Jazz. Well, he comes out of the gate and just skids out. There's no explanation as to why, and then I don't know what happened to Blackjack, he just stalls out as well. The big race, though, is between the big rig and the police car, as Optimus Prime just barely misses out in beating Barricade down to the line. They will both score big points, and Blackjack will end up with 5, and Jazz will end up with 1. We are moving right along here as race 3 is now up in the gates. We've got Jazz on the inside, Blackjack on the outside, and this race is now underway! Barricade has definitely refocused his effort in race 3. He puts his attention back on Optimus Prime, but Jazz is actually helping out and preventing him from skidding out. Barricade does catch a little bit of air and hits the nose, comes down the second half of the course, and he's across the line for 11 points, but then turns and sees a big red semi coming right at his face! The effort to put Optimus Prime out failed, and Optimus Prime gets his revenge as he puts a dent into Barricade's front fender. Blackjack again settles for 5, and Jazz unfortunately is back up at the top half of the course and can only collect 2. We go back up to the top of the hill for one last race as we've reached race 4 of round 2, second group. Blackjack is on the inside and Barricade is on the outside. This last race is now underway! Oh no, and it's disaster for the Autobots as Jazz anticipated the same move by Barricade out of the gate. He turns into Optimus Prime's trailer and actually spins him out while Barricade pulled a little bit of dirty Decepticon mind tricks and allowed it to happen. Optimus then gets into Blackjack, who had nowhere to go, allowing Barricade to do a barrel roll across the finish line and take home another 11 points for the Decepticons' overall score. The dirty Decepticon tactics have definitely played out in race 4, but unfortunately it's Jazz who's going to have to wear that back at the Autobots' garage.
Barricade just misses out on matching his round 1 score, but his combined effort sees him tie the total of Cliffjumper. That means we have a tie for the lead, as both racers have 80 points. The Decepticons have opened up a lead again, as Optimus Prime and Jazz fail to capitalize.
Dude, how good was that?
We're still down on points, but we've got some good racers coming up.
Hey, nothing's over until it's over. And I don't see a fat lady, so...
I fail to see how an obese human has any relevance.
It's a saying, you know, like it's not over till the fat lady sings? Oh, forget it, never mind.
Your human phrases confound me.
Yeah, well, what do you call 3 dreads with terse expressions?
Another human riddle. Do you not tire of these games?
That wasn't so much a riddle as it was an observation.
Oh, I see.
Hi, Mr. Getaway, sir. I can't believe it's you. You're like my idol.
It's very much an honor to meet you.
Hey, fellas, no problem. Not gonna lie. You had my sensors tingling there for a second.
We were nervous to meet you. You're a legend.
Shucks. Bye weep, growl bye nitty bong to you too.
Can we possibly bother you for a question?
Yeah, a question.
Sure. Anything for a fan.